Hey everyone, my name is Joe, and in this tutorial we're going to take a look at Google Sheets and how to use conditional formatting to display duplicates and triplicates and even more. So as you can see, I've got a spreadsheet here, and this is kind of where we're going to end up at the end, right? I've got a set of data, I've got some names, phone numbers, and addresses, and dollar amounts. And right now we're going to look at finding people that have the same first name, right? Your set of data, you may be wanting to look at like duplicate email addresses or duplicate phone numbers or whatever it is that you're looking for. So with these types of functions, I like to build out the function outside of the the conditional formatting, because the conditional formatting doesn't allow you to look at the helper notes that helps you build functions out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to an empty cell, and I like to just start building my functions right next to the table that I'm working on, and we're going to hit enter and then type in count if, and this is a conditional count across a range. Okay, and so now we're going to select our range, and we want to select the entire first column, so column A, and then we want to come up here into our little text box, and we're going to type in 2. So now it's A2 colon A. So what we've done is we've eliminated the first row because that's our headers. I don't care about that. So we want to look from A2 through A. And then we want to hit F4 one time, and that puts these dollar signs in front of each part of the range. And what that does is that locks in the range that we're looking at. If we don't do that, then as the function starts looking down the range, um, the the range that it's looking at will also travel down as well. So as you get further down into the area that you're looking at, it's going to stop looking. It's not going to be looking at the first rows. Okay, and so then we're going to hit comma, and then we get into our criterion. Oh, and that's what this portion of the formula here is. And this is basically saying, what do you want to what is the condition that you want to count if it exists in the range, right? Or in this particular cell. And you could, input exact data in there, a phone number, a name, and a dollar amount, whatever you wanted to, you could put in there. Or in our instance, we want it to look at what is in this particular cell. So we can, oh, it put it in the wrong spot there. Okay, let's try this again. There we go, A2. So now what we've told it is that we want to count each time that this value appears in this column minus the header, right? And so when I hit enter, there should be a 1 here. So let's try that out, and look at there it is. And then we can drag this down and look at some other values. And so now we've got 3. So there's Tabitha is in here 3 times, and then we come down and look, there's another 3. That's Tabitha again. And then there's a 2 for Daniel. As we can see, there's another Daniel down here. We can drag this down and see that that's there as well, right? Um, so we're almost there. The only stipulation here is that this function that we want to look at, the conditional formatting that we want, works with a true or false value. It does not work with 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. And so we need to turn these into true false. And so what we can simply do is say if, and we want to find out what's duplicates or more, right? And so if a name is only in here once, that means it's unique. It's not duplicate, right? Because there's not more than one. So we want to say if there are 2 or more, right? Greater than 2, or I'm sorry, greater than 1, right? Greater than 1. So that excludes 1. And if there are 2 or more, we're going to see those. Okay, and so that turns this into a false now, and then we can drag this down, and then we should be able to see trues for Tabitha once, twice, and then Daniel once and twice. So this is the formula that we want to put into our conditional formatting. So let's right click and insert more cell or view more cell actions, excuse me, and then go over to conditional formatting. And we want to come over here, click over here into our A cell. Where are we at here? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to delete this out so I can show you how to put this in. Okay, so we're going to add another rule, and we want this range to be the first column, but we want it to start at the second row. And we say OK. And then formatting rules. We're going to click on this drop-down box and come down to custom formula. And then all we're going to do is come over here. We're going to click on this first cell here, not the rest of these. And we're going to copy that and then paste it. And then you see the conditional formatting start to appear here. So what the conditional formatting is actually going to do is, you saw how we created our formula here in this first cell, and then we dragged that magic box and drug it down, and it created all the rest of this. The conditional formatting is kind of doing that in the background. It's doing the same kind of idea, but you just don't see it. All right, so that's how you can see your duplicates. Let me delete all of this out because we don't need that anymore. But what I want to show you is how to see triplicates. And that's pretty easy. So if you remember, we went through and we counted everything, and we said we want to see duplicates. So that's anything more than one. Now, if we want to see triplicates, it's the same kind of idea. We just want to see everything that's two or more. And so we just change that, and now we can see that Tabitha here has more than two. And so there should be a third one down here. There it is. Okay. And that's it. That's how you can use the conditional formatting to highlight individual cells that have duplicate values or triplicate, or if you wanted to see if it was repeated 5 times, you could plug that in as well, or 10 times, 20 times, 400 times, whatever suits your particular need. All right, guys, you have a great day.